So I am responding to the option one, discussing the American Revolution and the differences. So the main differences between the American Revolution and the French Revolution is American Revolution was to fight and gain independence away from Britain's rule, to separate America from Britain and having it being their own countries and fighting for their independence. And it also focused on self-government, having their own government, not being ruled by a parliamentary government over at Britain. And for fair representation, they started fighting because they were not getting representation in the House overseas in Britain, which is a main problem, is a main thing why they want to be ruled from a country thousands of miles away. There, it was not fair representation, and they weren't having their rights protected. There was no protection from rights that the British has given them. And then they were American Revolution's differences is it led to a stable government with a constitution. It led to becoming something stable and having a good, solid government. And the French Revolution's different because they fought for changing entire social systems, having the nobility and the clergy over everybody else, and trying to change their entire social views and how the social system works and how the pyramid goes down and targeting on inequality between the classes, especially in the privileges of the nobility and clergy, because the privileges of the nobility and clergy, they didn't do anything and they lived off the backs of the poor, and that's not right, and they're targeting inequality and making sure that there's no difference between each level and that everyone is the same and between the same rights. And one of the major differences between the French Revolution and the American Revolution was the violence. French Revolution was very violent and chaotic. It shifted from just mob fighting to then somebody running the French Revolution and making it run and then being changed and switching out major power shifts throughout the entire revolution. And it just kept changing and compared to the American Revolution where it was consistently through the power of the people. But the historical impact is between both is the American Revolution inspired independence movements across the world. There's multiple countries that were inspired by America being free, getting free from a global power like Britain, and providing Enlightenment ideas like liberty and democracy that could be practiced and showing that it actually can happen instead of being just a theory. The French Revolution broke the whole traditions of monarchs, the old tradition that a king rules and just only one person rules, having multiple people rule and just destroying the point of the monarchs, and it provided ideas of equality and citizenship and human rights, and that every person is made equal, and that everyone should be equal. So that's very much the historical context of both the American Revolution and the French Revolution.